habits to replace something with something else. And I just want to underscore one point, which is about these labels. I mean, if you look at who actually lost in this election, it wasn't the liberals who lost. The Progressive Caucus was reelected by a rate of 95%. The people who bore the brunt of the electoral bloodbath were the Blue Dogs. 50% of the Blue Dogs. No, you were on television all night pointing to people like Russ Feingold.
Where do the liberals live?
Right. Well, you were on television. Where do they live? Well, for Alan Grayson lives in a district that has been Republican, for decades, and you pointed to his loss as proof that liberalism fails. Why weren't you on television pointing to the loss of the Blue Dogs as proof that conservative Democrats cannot get reelected when 50% of the Blue Dog caucus disappeared overnight? Why were you pointing to the handful of liberals who lost as proof that liberalism failed? That's pretty fallacy.
Your crack staff hands out stuff that people have written before they come on the show. I'm reading this stuff that Glenn says about how he couldn't stand watching me election night.
You.
No, just me.
There's not just you. You were just one example of many people.
It's the only example we have here.
Okay.
And what's lovely about it is there's not a single quotation mark around a single word that you say I said, and I didn't say a single thing.
Right. You didn't blame the left for Blanche Lincoln's loss because they mounted a primary.
No.
You didn't point to Russ Feingold's loss as proof that liberalism got rejected when weighed between liberalism and conservatism.
I asked questions, Glenn. I did not say every single thing you accuse me of saying. I did not say.
Well, fortunately, there's a transcript. We can resolve it once we have the transcript.
Glenn, unlike you, I am not a progressive. I am not a liberal who's so afraid of the word that I had to change my name to progressive.
I'm not either.
Liberals amuse me. I am a socialist. I live to the extreme left. Right. The extreme left. You mere liberals, okay? However, I know this about my country. Liberals are 20% of the electorate. Conservatives are 41% of the electorate, okay? So I don't pretend that my views, which would ban all guns in America, make Medicare available to all in America, have any chance of happening in the federal government, okay? You can sit there and pretend that liberals should run more liberal in conservative districts. The reason you love the loss of the Blue Dogs.
Hold on a second. Chris,
it disproves your point.
Chris, you can't go to break.
We are at 9:02.
The only way you have a Chairman Barney Frank, there's only one way. That's by electing Blue Dogs. It's the only way you have a speaker.
That is absurd, and you see the fact that
it's absurd. The Blue Dogs lost. There's no more Democratic chairman, and there's no Democratic speaker.
Had 20 Blue Dogs lost, the Democrats would still have a majority. You could have easily had in 2006 and 2008, when there was a wave election in favor of the Democratic Party, true progressives who would have supported an agenda that would have decreased unemployment by relying on Blue Dog dominance in the Democratic Party. That's how the agenda that would have reduced unemployment and brought better legislation got defeated. That was your strategy. And look at the outcome of your strategy.
Hold on a second, guys. We're 12 minutes over. What we're going to do is go to break. We're going to ask Glenn to stay after 9. We're going to record some more.
No, we're not. I got to go to the airport.
Okay. Be back with a Week in Review.